Thingus! Hello. Hi. Like the worst Looney Tune you've ever seen. Thingus rolls into town Wednesday night.
Yeah, on a magic carpet. And it's like a mouse doing a W.C. Fields impression in the late 60s. So is that where that came from? That whole like, move on, Sonny, you bottom me.
Yeah, for sure. But like all of those actors were dead by then.
He was so dead. Welcome to Thingus.
Welcome to Thingus. Dead old washed up actors on shitty old cartoons. Every child watching has no idea who that is.
No. Our parents were like teenagers. They already didn't give a shit about cartoons anymore. Mm-hmm. And then there was like, you know, maybe a few more years of that and it was over.
Yeah. What would be the equivalent now? Like if there was a cartoon where there was like a character that was supposed to be like Robin Williams or something. It's supposed to be like Jim Carrey from like Ace Ventura.
I don't know. Do they still do that? I feel like nobody wants to like steal someone's likeness now for a cartoon, do they?
There just aren't interesting enough personalities.
That's possible too.
Right? All of the good personalities are gone.
Man, last stream you were saying that all the good filmmakers are dying, and now all the cartoon characters are dying.
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't even know who they're supposed to be anymore.
The most contemporary one I can think of is, like, if somebody made a cartoon about Adam Driver. That's why Francis Ford Coppola is casting that guy in his movie at the end of his life. He's a little cartoony.
Yeah.
The genie, you're right. Gabby says the genie did Jack Nicholson in Aladdin. That's true. Nobody knew what the fuck that was. Nobody watching that knew. It took us a few years to, you know, to touch greatness and know that ourselves. When you're a kid, you're always reaching for the thing that is just beyond your reach, right? The thing that you were two when it was in its glory. That's what, when you grow up, that's what you want, right? You want thing. You want that thing from like 1989 in my case.
Oh my God. Yeah, like for me, it's like between 1989 and 1991. Mm-hmm. It's like that. There was this like Sizzler commercial that was just like they must have like this, the people who made it must have made like this they must have made like campaign propaganda for George Bush or something. And now they have like this patriotic Sizzler commercial, which is only meant for investors. It wasn't on TV. It was like 5 minutes long. Right.
Completely different world of video. Like we have no idea what any of that is. Like what are the standards and procedures behind videos like that? That is a complete mystery to us. But every time we see them, they look terrible.
Yeah, so dated. But in a good way.
I mean, I don't think they were thinking about making something timeless for the investors. I think that's the pursuit there is the opposite of making something timeless.
You know, the other day I was walking around and somebody had thrown out like this old table. It looked like it was like a table covered in fur with like tiger stripes on it. Like some 70s shit.
Are you sure that was an animal and not human?
I don't know what it was, but it was garbage.
Like who would have that? Who would have even had that then? That's not real. That's like something that like a museum would like reconstruct what it was like to live in the 70s. There would be fur tables.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right, but like I remember bullshit from the 90s like that, like couches that were just like covered in like an ugly floral pattern.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember floral patterns, but you can still sit on a couch. A fur table, you can't even do the fucking thing a table is for.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, let me set my cup down on grass.
Yeah, it's grass. There's like lice and fleas living in it.
That's disgusting. I've never heard of anything so terrible.
I mean, it probably wasn't actual fur. It was just like a furry material, right?
That's also disgusting. Why?
Yeah,
Help!
I don't know, but it was garbage for a good reason.
Are you sure it came with the fur on it? Maybe the fur grew over time?
I don't know. I think it was a legitimately like decades old piece that someone was finally getting rid of.
Can somebody help? I need to understand this. I've never in my life seen a table covered in fur. What's going on? What if it's not old? What if it's like it's some shit you can get from one of those dropship companies online?
And they just like threw it out after having it for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense too.
Yeah. It does sound 70s. I agree. But it sounds made up. It sounds like somebody making fun of the shit you could buy in the
So
70s.
you think it was somebody's art that they were just like keeping and it was like getting rid of it?
Yeah, somebody was keeping that out of obligation. Somebody made it. They made it out of the it was like from a family member who was like, I know you're really sad that your dog died, so would you like to rest your cup on him and your dirty feet on him for the rest of your life? Okay. Thank you, Jeffo Wup. Apparently Google Images is showing a lot of furry coffee tables. Timbalisto says the same. Searching fur table gets a lot of results. What's going on? Forcing people to use a coaster. Right. You would need a coaster made of table, right? Like a melamine coaster it would have to be heavy enough to sit flatly on top of the fur. I hate this so much. That is beyond the pale, right? Is anybody else as deathly scandalized by that as I am? Anyway, did you take it home?
No, there was no way. There's no way anyone's taking that.
I mean, now it's soaked in rain.
I'm the guy who takes the shit. I'm the guy who takes the garbage. I'm the raccoon guy who's like, that looks good. It's like a pizza crust.
The raccoon guy didn't want it.
The raccoon guy, me, didn't want it. That's like a really bad, like you've seen the like Seinfeld eclair bit where it's like an eclair at the very top of the garbage with one bite out.
Right. You'd go for that.
Yeah.
But you're not going for that fur table about to get rained on.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely wins my award for a I hated.
I can't hear you.
Oh no.
You were touching it.
Well, that definitely wins my award for the I hated of the week. And now imagine an elaborate animation and music plays for like the words I hate it. They float down on little angel wings.
Well, you could probably make that happen with like Twitch alerts.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to get some CD-ROM era animations in this piece.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can imagine what that I hated animation looks like to a T. Yeah, we're gonna get some of that for next time. Gabby says she has a friend whose persona is a raccoon that she'd like to introduce you to. I don't know. Do raccoons like to hang out with other raccoons?
Maybe. Are they particularly social? Is there a word for like a group of raccoons?
I don't know. I kind of assume they hang out with their kids and nobody else.
Well, I saw two baby raccoons hanging out with each other.
Where?
in my house.
Oh, right.
It was so cute. There were two little raccoons in my house climbing on my I woke up like my cat, I thought, was making noise in my house. I was like, knock it off, Mecca. And he was, next to me on the bed. He was like, oh, sorry. And then I was like, what, Mecca? And then I went in there and it was like, oh shit. I probably shouldn't have left my window open all night for like 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
And then it was like, I turned the light on. It was two adorable baby raccoons looking at me, so scared.
They didn't run, or
they cowered. They like got into the corner and like hugged each other, and we're like,
oh, their mother was probably like, stay here, and she like went to get something. Oh my God! You never saw the mother?
No, I never saw the mom, but
that's lucky.
Like I called a raccoon removal guy, and he was gonna charge me hundreds of dollars. It was gonna take hours.
No.
Instead, I just I put some food in my cat carrier, and they went in.
Cute.
And then it was so cute. I like waited for them to go into the bathroom, and then I locked them in there and put the cat carrier down, and they went in. They were so smart. They were so human. Like you know how in a cartoon it's like vaguely anthropomorphic. The animal kind of does hand gestures. It was like that. These things have hands.
Yeah, they do have hands.
It's
they have like
go with me.
like
it's
they can point.
I'm like telling him it'll be all right, and he's like, well, okay.
Oh my God.
And then like I brought the carrier outside and just opened it and left for a minute, and then when I came back they were gone.
Yeah.
I looked around and I saw them just like walking together in the rain.
Oh.
Like somebody was like my neighbor was like sitting on their porch, and it just like walked through their feet.
Oh man, that's adorable.
Shit of my life. Cutest day of my life.
That's so cute.
It was cute.
I've seen baby raccoons running around with their mama. Like I saw a mom in the dark with her line of 4 baby raccoons, and she jumped up, like she saw me coming. I was just like going to my office and like opening the door, and she, frantically tried to get the Maddie there, and she jumped up to a rock, like a stone wall that was probably about the height of like this couch, like the seat of this couch, and like 3 of the babies made it and another one couldn't make it, and it was going crazy. It was so scared, and the mother had to like go down there and get him, and I was just like watching her do it, like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I wish there was like a universal way of communicating. I know if there was that, then every animal would use that in order to catch their prey, but I do so wish there was a way I could speak the raccoon word for hi.
They're pretty intelligent. I feel like they might be more intelligent than cats or dogs. Just from my brief experience with them.
I mean, having a thumb really does change the game.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine any animal with opposable. The raccoons do have like a fully opposable thumb, right?
Yeah.
Full use of their hands.
They look a little like monkeys.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine dogs with opposable thumbs.
It'd be like Dragon Ball Z, where the people just live with the dogs, and the dogs have hands and stuff.
Yeah, just like all the naughty dogs, you wouldn't see their face come up over the table. You would just see their little like Wile E. Coyote paw come and grab something.
Yeah, like when my cat needs something, his paw turns into a human hand. He just like pokes me with his claw. Like it feels kind of like a tiny hand is tugging at me.
Yeah, they have a way of making themselves known, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna declaw him. That's
No.
He needs his claws.
He needs the top of his finger, right?
Yeah.
That's what the claw is. Everyone knows that now, right?
I think so. People don't declaw cats unless it's like a serious like last resort, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think everyone knows what it is now. But just in case you don't, I'm going to give you all a lecture now.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess for certain cats like Omelet, maybe it would have been all right to declaw him from that one nail because
Right.
he has a thing that needs constant attention.
Right. He's got like 8 toes, and this is our mother's cat.
Yeah.
He's got like 8 toes, and a couple of them grow into his paw and give him a lot of trouble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take those toes off.
Yeah, that one digit of that one toe.
I've
I
never
think,
seen it, but I've heard.
Yeah, it's cute. He has such enormous feet with like six toes on each paw.
He's got so many toes.
He's got so many toes.
He looks like someone stomped on his foot.
Aww.
Very cute.
Yeah, like the cat in the Chuck Jones cartoon with like the bulldog and the tiny little kitten.
Oh my god. Pet the kitty.
Yeah.
Pet
Or
the kitty.
feed the kitty.
Feed the kitty. That cartoon, I want to show that to my son, but like I am a little worried about like the part where, well, no wait, you never think the kitten's dead, right? Only Mark Anthony thinks the kitten's
That's
dead,
true.
right? You see that
We
the
see
kitten gets away.
immediately.
Yeah, no, it never makes you think the kitten's gonna die. Just Mark Anthony, but it is stressful, right? It's a stressful cartoon.
I guess it could be stressful for Oscar. I'm not sure.
I think it's stressful personally.
Yeah.
It's so stressful anytime there's a story where one person is the only one who sees something,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Like also the one froggy morning, right? Right? That's the ultimate one. Like I just saw him. I just saw him. Like that guy, he wanted money, but he would settle for someone just seeing it, right?
Yeah, because he believes in it and he invests more and more into it even when no one sees it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe it's making fun of those stories where they like never give up, but like he ends up homeless.
Yeah, he ends up homeless. Right. Like you could draw a couple of metaphors out of that one. But he never gives up. He never gives up on making somebody see what it is he has here.
He does in the end.
He does in the end. I forget what happens.
He puts the frog back where he found it.
Oh, right. He gives up. You're right. And that's really how it should be, right? He shouldn't, there should never be any other resolution than that.
There is simply no way that someone like him could ever understand a genius like that frog and how he works and when he feels like singing. He
Just
tried
put him
to
back.
exploit that frog and he got what he deserved.
Absolutely. Right, because he wasn't any good. He just saw what was good about him. Who cares? That doesn't make you that special. The frog would be singing and dancing if no one ever saw him.
Yeah, like Brittany. Just like in her gigantic house.
Like Brittany dancing in her empty castle.
Yeah, like all you hear is the sound of her feet on the floor.
Right, you might hear like a song playing on her phone while she dances, very far away.
I'm imagining the next thumbnail of Thingus should be like Brittany, but it's like the like scene with from Citizen Kane where the wife is sitting on the floor in a giant room doing a puzzle, but like instead it's just like that's like her husband and she's just like dancing in a bikini with like a camera.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I imagine she's married, right?
I don't know if she's married. I mean, she was. She has a kid who's like he's like college age now. It's been a while. Oh, a boat. Wait, is that a sailboat?
Yeah.
Cute. You're absolutely right. Brittany and Michigan J. Frog are one and the same.
Yeah, fucked up little. I don't know, like it's a soul because like it doesn't die, it doesn't even age.
Right, the frog could be trapped under the building. It doesn't care. Like it doesn't matter whether the frog has air or food.
Yeah,
It's just It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it doesn't even need air or food. He's really just a spirit.
Yeah.
He can't be broken, and he can't be exploited.
I mean, you know, the WB did use him as a mascot for many years in the 90s.
Oh, that's true.
But
yeah, why would he agree to do that?
no, he would never put on his hat. He would just be a frog. He would just be ribbiting while the logo played.
Yeah, and they had to make us really aware that his name was Michigan so that we'd buy merch of him.
Right, just like Marvin the Martian.
Marvin.
You know what we think of, how we feel about him.
We think that his name isn't even Marvin.
No, his name is the Martian.
Yeah, it's lame how like these ideas that were just like these like loose free ideas that like they had, you know,
That one person had.
yeah, or a few people had, like they didn't have a solid idea of him being like this guy who sounds like this and
No.
says very angry. Like
Yeah.
there was Marvin before he even talked that way.
Right. He was just, yeah, exactly. He was the Martian, and then they found the perfect version of him by like developing him.
Right,
But,
just like Bugs Bunny.
yeah. But you know, if the great era of Looney Tunes had
Alrighty.
continued, Bugs probably would have changed again. Right?
Yeah.
Like end stage Bugs was like Chuck Jones, would you say?
Yeah.
Late era Bugs. No other great director took the helm after that.
Oh my god, who the fuck was making those? Da, 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 da!
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They were churning that shit out.
arts?
They were churning that shit out like bum, 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 banana, bum, just like stomping those shitty cartoons into existence from a machine.
God, no.
I was remembering one that I remember being cute. It was not in the spirit of Looney Tunes at all, but it was a cartoon about a little dog who hated wheels. Anybody
Yeah.
remember that? It was like a story about a little puppy who was like traumatized by wheels, and then he grew up and hated wheels. He was a big dog who hated wheels.
Oh.
And then I guess he ended up in the land of wheels or something. You know how this shit goes. By the end of the cartoon, he loves wheels.
Look, Heidi.
I think I hate wheels. Hi, Heidi.
Yeah, they're too expensive.
Yeah, wheels are expensive, aren't they? And they're also like, what happened to walking? Huh?
Yeah, stop trying to use tech to improve everything.
Yeah, we
Like,
don't need tech to
wheels
improve
are
anything.
annoying.
No, don't even invent the wheel.
Definitely don't reinvent it. We know that's not a real job anymore.
No,
It's not a wheel job.
Yeah, tires are expensive. I can't do their job, so I suppose that's why we have them. That's why they're expensive. We need to upgrade to wings. Well, you would think by now we thought we would. A
Become
mermaid,
mermaids.
cute. Yeah, we thought by now we would be mermaids. That was a great sprite.
Yeah, a lot of these are great. Like, you never really know what it is until it's done.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mario.
Yeah, shut up, Mario.
Yeah, you didn't even have anything to do with this game.
No.
You just put your name on it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely just a Mario slap a name on it game.
Well, like, hey, Wario.
Oh.
This game was made by Ape, I think.
Ape?
Is that who made this? Let me check. Yeah, so Ape Incorporated. They also wait. So is that a developer or a publisher? Well, Nintendo's the publisher, right?
Yeah, Nintendo's the publisher.
Ape also did Earthbound.
Ah, okay. Well, this game is really cute. Very pleasing. This game
You
is
wanna
made by
move on?
apes. Yeah, let's move on. You wanna try the main dish?
Yeah, let's get into that a little bit. We won't be able to save.
That's okay. We couldn't figure out how to get the saves to work, but we got a little treat. We got a new game. This is a new game for N64.
Yeah, this is a mod for Super Mario 60. Sorry, wrong controller. Let me also plug this in before I forget.
Oh, right. Before we lose Joe. Heidi, you've already said fuck you to me once tonight. I was setting up the stream, and my son knocks on the door and says, Heidi peed in the kitchen, which would be on the floor below him. Heidi peed on the kitchen, in the kitchen, and I stepped in it. And I'm like, he stepped in it with both, he's like, with both feet. And so then I had to deal with that. Thanks, Heidi.
Heidi is just like
She's
this
just
right
there.
now.
Yeah, she's just staring at me. Oh my god, Heidi. If you want to come over here, you can. Oh, hello.
Here we go! Here we go! Yeah! Here we go! Woo! Here we go! Woo! Here we go! Here we go!
Sorry, this is so annoying.
Yes, Bartholomew versus the Wheels. That was it. Yeah, that was Oscar. He was very curious about this, and I sent him back downstairs. And on the bottom step, he said, "I'm gonna try that game one day." It sounded a little menacing, but.
I wouldn't let him use it until you could save. I think that would be really upsetting if he realizes he can't save.
Maybe. I don't know if he really notices when he can't save, because, you know, that would require him to, like, come back to it the next day.
Yeah.
So, is this mod based on, like, the actual level designer for Mario 64?
I don't think so. I don't think that they knew what that looked like, did they?
No, that would have to be some leak for them to, I don't know, to have like the debugging tools of the developer.
Did they use an N64 controller to make the levels, you think?
No, probably not.
Yeah. They probably just used like a text editor.
My mic's a little low.
No.
Am I sounding quiet now? Let's see. We're at the same. We're at the same volume. I might be sitting back a little far.
Yeah, let me put this tree. starts.
Where?
Alright, how do I get lava?
Yeah, I can see how, if you could save, you would just make something absolutely insane with this, right?
Who, me?
Anyone.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know people are experimenting with it now. I haven't seen anything yet that looked like really cool.
Was this just made?
I've only known about it for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I think last time I brought it up, but it was like I just found out about it.
Yeah, you made it sound brand new.
And then I did some I played with it a little bit at home.
But how's it feel to play with it on the hardware?
Oh my god, it's so much better. Like Logitech controller is like, annoying to use.
Yeah, how do you make lava? Just
There's
fire
like a
there?
few pages of things. Yeah, if I can get lava, that'd be fun. It's
I
not-
can't imagine that you can't.
Yeah, I mean, in Mario Maker, there's a couple of things you can't do, but I'm not totally sure if there's anything like that in this.
Like, Mario burning his ass on lava is like one of the best things in that whole game.
It's true, yeah.
And you can just put a Bowser wherever you want.
Let's try. Where is he?
On the right there. Yeah, it's just a Bowser. Can you put more than one?
Oh yeah, this feels a lot better. Ah!
Oh man. Alright, so if you put Bowser in, it just starts playing the music.
Yeah.
No!
Holy shit.
This is like when you walk into the living room and your older brother is there with all of his friends. Does it play just like the original?
Yeah, except for the frame rate. There's
Yeah.
not supposed to be 3 Bowsers on
No.
the N64. Oh my god. Warp. Yeah, this is like impossible.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'd even do if I caught him. Anyway, do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'm waiting for somebody to like perfectly recreate or like create a brand new Mario 64 game and then have like an entire new community spawned of people trying to like speedrun that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I mean, yeah, I've seen a couple of runners I follow playing around with this and like designing their own Kaizo courses.
Oh my god. Make like a fucking pyramid here. How do you rise a layer?
You use the C buttons.
Okay. Ah, fun.
And then
Alright.
there's also other shapes of block.
Oh, right. I don't have to do all of these. Alright. This is very fun aloud.
Yeah, this is fun aloud.
Until Nintendo says no more.
Nintendo, no.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
I feel like when you can just like copy a game this easily, like why restrict it? Like this game is available for download on archive.org Like, I really hope that doesn't go away because Nintendo is annoying.
Yeah. No. I made it weird.
Yeah, you can press B to delete.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it does actually take a while to build like the structure the way you want because there's so many different shapes. But you can add a few more of them to your menu.
Hmm. And how do you rotate it?
Z.
Oh, okay. That's fun. There's something here. What's that, water?
Yeah, water might be good to put in there instead of lava, but why couldn't I find the lava?
I guess we should take out these Bowsers, huh?
Yeah, take out Bowser and maybe put in something more appropriate like Pokey.
So long, you Bowser. How do I get to the screen where I select objects? I have to go over
Start.
here? Oh, okay.
Well, that's the settings.
Oh, I got you.
So if you select one of the things and then
I see.
now you'll replace the one you selected.
All right, Pokey. Like, what about not a Chuck? Yeah. How do you get a friendly Babam?
Oh, probably on the first page.
Guess not. Nothing but villains.
Yeah, I
Alright,
thought he was.
I'll settle
Maybe-
for a Chuck. Yeah.
Maybe you can like change the color of the regular Babam.
Yeah, maybe. But how?
If there's like a
I think that's the guy. Oh, he's little. Oh, I see. A Chucky is enormous.
yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna get rid of him. I don't want him there.
No, I
Whatever.
hate that enemy.
Alright, it's time to play.
Peggle.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Oh my god. Oh, I put the bomb into the water.
Yeah, you put him like in the air.
Whoopsie. Weird. I forgot that in this game you like... You kind of swim. Oh, weird.
This game is the only Mario game where air and health are the same. So when you go into a body of water, you can fill up your health.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Maybe that's why this game was more popular.
I'm gonna make like the Garden of Versailles in here.
Yeah.
Because
The
you can get
Garden of
full-
Versailles.
Yeah, you know, the garden in the Palace of Versailles. It's just
Yeah.
like a beautifully manicured garden of the palace where the royal family who was killed during the French Revolution lived. And then
Oh
they-
yeah, I was there. I didn't go in, but I was there.
Oh yeah. It's I mean the palace is cool, but the garden on its own is pretty nice too. It's just nice to know that they all died. Just leaves you with a good feeling. Alright, I have no aim here. I suppose I need to add some stars, huh?
Yeah.
Exit level?
Yeah.
I see. Here we go. So, if I get a star, do I then like advance?
I don't think you can do separate episodes. I think you can. I think like when you get a star, you're just still in the level.
Here we go.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Mario Maker also has a couple of weird things about it. I think it's to remind you that it's fake.
Yeah. Right. This is very special that this exists.
Oh my god, this is so cool, and Nintendo would never have made this.
No.
So maybe it's one of those things that won't get taken down.
No. I hope it never gets taken down. It's just fun. I mean, yeah, I would definitely like to play people's level. And then, okay, so I got to assume that if there are custom levels, then, I love, someone in the chat just said, remove Bowser. Oh, Cartoon Drive-Thru, it's Matt Wilson. Hello.
Cartoon Drive-Thru.
Welcome. Welcome to Thingus.
Yeah, we were talking about Matt Wilson on the previous episode.
I suppose it's possible to summon Matt if you discuss them in great detail.
Well, yeah, I think I was saying how Matt now is the media.
The media. Well, yeah, because we're figuring out what's next.
The video game reviews are just like it's like someone who makes content, but also is someone that you know personally, sort of.
Sort, yeah, you know them, or like you've grown to trust them.
Yeah.
What am I placing? I don't know what I'm placing there. Something very
Or
skinny.
like I think it's just because like they talk about what's passionate to them. I think that's what the main focus is for any just kind of like video game related journalism, like that other thing, that YouTube channel that we were talking about for a little while, the like my retro life.
Oh yeah.
It's like somebody's personal feelings. Like it's like how do you really even know what's out there if you don't have someone with biases who expresses their personal feelings through all like whatever they say.
I mean, yeah, it's just like the platforms don't like when you do that.
Yeah, the platform doesn't like when you do that. It's like every game needs to be the biggest game that everyone plays.
All right, let's
It's
see.
gotta be a one-size-fit-all game.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not a one-size-fit-all person. Hmm?
No, we love like 2.9 movies and that sort of thing.
I saw a movie this week.
Yeah.
I saw Furiosa. Oh no. Oh, is another one coming? Oh, that's so fun. Wait, it disappeared. Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, they just keep on coming. Oh man, this is really fun.
Yeah. There's something happening here.
Yeah, you can like create patterns and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing the potential. It's opening up. No, wait. Wait, I don't want Mario yet. No.
You should start him off there, though.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. Yeah, let's get a thwomp in here. Urgh. Where am I? Where am I? I don't know where I am. Oh, I see. Can I put him right over? where you begin. Let's find out. What? Press start.
It thinks you're trying to start there.
Oh,
Place
I see.
Mario where you want him to be.
Gotcha.
And then start.
All right, so let's go up to where the thwomp is. Oh, I see. He rises up. I see. So you can't start. You can't start thwomp in thwacking position. Yeah, I saw Furiosa this week. Let me try to remember here. Here, you tinker a bit, and let me
Okay.
try to remember some things about, because I love to talk about every part of the movie-going experience, as you know. I love to talk about the oppressive commercials that they show me beforehand. Okay, there was definitely one movie that I was laughing really, really hard at how terrible it looked, but it's probably gonna take me a while to remember.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for the new Joker movie. I gotta say, I did want to see that. It looked pretty good. But I liked the first one. I don't know if are you a fan of are you a fan of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker's movies too?
There's two of them.
Well, there will be.
Okay.
Oh, you can make water in the air.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can swim up there.
Yeah.
Yes. Lady Gaga is in the new Joker movie.
Okay.
And she plays Harley Quinn. And, all right. Okay. All right. Here's something I noticed, okay? See what you think. So before the preview for this movie, there was a preview for the movie Twisters, which is like I'm getting a reboot-quel type sequel to the original Twister movie that came out in like, I don't know, 1996 or so.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Might have been before your time. Anyway, there's a new Twister movie, Twisters, and I don't know. I don't know if it's not the kind of movie I usually go see, but the main characters are like a young woman who's like an expert on twisters, and she's like, no, I don't do that anymore. She's like a chaser, like a tornado chaser. And the man is like, well, what do we have here? You might just be good at this after all, Missy. And I don't know if it's true, but the actors the man looks at least 10 years older than her.
Okay.
And then in Joker, Lady Gaga is like maybe my age. She's like 38 or 39. And Joaquin Phoenix has to be 50. And what I'm saying is, I was watching all this and I was thinking, are age gaps coming back? Are we bringing them back? Because I gotta say, I didn't hate it. What do we think, guys? Are they bringing it back? Let me see. There was another movie that just looked so bad, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I will. I'm sure I will. Yeah, the Twister. Well, the Twister is the Twister the youngest or the oldest character? It is like another character when you think about it. Those are climbable, right?
No.
Oh no, that's just a cage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted like a border for the level. No,
Yeah,
there's a
unincluded.
hole to get stuck in.
No. I was thinking just thinking now, I would make this into my beautiful house. Like, I wouldn't even make a challenging level out of this.
Oh yeah.
I would just make like enemies that can't hurt you, if there are any.
Well, since the level can keep going after you get a star, I thought maybe you could go up this and go here and do something over here.
Yeah, perhaps. That seems like fun.
Seems like fun aloud.
It seems fun aloud. Yeah, exactly. Living in Mario 64. Okay. So I'm not gonna say much about Furiosa because I liked it. And when a movie is good, you should just see it, right? We've established this.
Yeah.
Just see it. Just see it. Have fun.
Yeah,
You know
just
what?
see it.
Don't walk. Get on the ugliest, loudest motorcycle you can find and speed your ass down the road without stopping to see this movie. George Miller, one of the last greats. He's also like 80 years old. These guys are a dying breed. George Miller still making incredible movies, incredible trash for me to enjoy. Thank you, George Miller. Real fun. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I saw a trailer for the new Bad Boys movie. With our friends. Well, with Martin Lawrence didn't do anything wrong to me. With our friends, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. And I swear to God, like, obviously, those two are the leads in this movie. There is nobody else of significance in this movie. I swear the trailer was trying to hide both of them. I'm pretty sure if it could have, it wouldn't have featured either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anybody else see this trailer? Like, it just felt like their faces were both like kind of indirectly on the screen, and neither of them had a single like line that would be considered memorable in any context. Yeah, it's like Bad Boys minus the Bad Boys. You don't want them, folks. Yeah, that looked really bad. Okay. Oh, okay. I also saw an ad for there's a new Marvel movie coming out with Deadpool and Wolverine, right? And I swear to God, this movie looked like a Verizon commercial. Like, I've never seen a movie that looked more like a Verizon commercial than this one. And I'm like sitting there watching this with my husband, and he's just like, honey, don't try to save me. Because I'm like, honey, they hate you. You understand this, right? This is bottom of the barrel shit. They hate you. And he was just like, don't try to save me. He's going to see it. But I think he knows it. I think he knows that they hate him. Like, this was the most here you hogs go I've ever seen of any of them. And I've seen a lot of this shit by now. I've never seen such a hateful presentation of slop. Just throwing the chum bucket into the cell. It just sloshes all over the ground. Just disgusting fat dripping off the edges of the bucket.
The cell.
There's nowhere you can go.
Yeah, you're stuck watching this shit.
Oh my God.
Bad.
Oh my God. Yes, he's a fan. He loved it when he was a kid. And for a certain kind of boy who wished with all his might for movies of all his favorite comic books, the last 20 years have been pretty good to him. But, you know, I'm telling you, I've never seen him this hateful before. And according to him, this is going to be the biggest movie ever. Apparently, this movie got pre-sold, which they never do. Like they're already selling tickets for it, and the numbers are already astronomical.
What movie?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Sounds like some shit.
I mean, it is. Like, there's no version of this that isn't some shit. But, like, it just... just putting them in heaven. This is kind of like Untitled Goose Game. Like, you're creating some fucking mischief. I love that it plays that sound. When oh my god! The hype is that it finally connects the X-Men and Avengers universe. They've been holding off on that. What does it matter if they're connected? Why do they need to be connected? Oh, you can't merge them. This is so funny. Oh, it's a merging of the brands. You're right. You're right. We haven't officially seen the brands merge.
Huh?
Fox owns X-Men, so I guess this is the first time Disney has had the right to... No, they've had it for a while. Right?
I think I understand now. It's like are they gonna get Spider-Man one day?
I think that's Sony.
Yeah. But oh, right, but they acquired Fox. They bought
they
everything.
just bought Fox, so they fixed that one.
Yeah, they fixed that. Then why did it take so long?
Why did it take so long to
do this?
I guess they've been holding on to it. I guess they decided to exploit one thing later. What is it with people watching the brands touch? Why do they like that?
I don't know. It's so dumb. The brands touch. Gross.
I've seen most of those movies. And I probably haven't seen most of them. Mike would dispute that. It feels like I've seen most of them because it feels like I've watched 500 hours of them. Look, I do a lot of things for love. I knew going in what this was.
I mean, is everyone victim to some like stupid shit we have to buy?
You know, I was trying to work that out. A few years ago, before I was like deep into my 30s, I was really giving Mike a hard time about this. I was like, you know, there's nothing from my generation that they've done this to me with, and I'm sure now that that's like very far from the case. I mean, many things from the 90s have been cheaply exploited for me to buy, but do any of them have me the way Marvel and Star Wars has Mike? I don't know. What do you guys think? What am I got by? If it hasn't happened yet, it will, but...
Yeah, they're gonna get your guy.
They're gonna get my guy soon, yeah.
Well, yeah, they got your guy, and they're gonna get your guy again.
I'm stubborn though. I won't flock to a sequel. You know, it's really hard to get me to see a sequel.
No, I'm so bored. Like why should I expect it to be anything good?
Unless
when there's so many.
Unless it's like, you know, something like Furiosa I'm going to see because it's one director playing with his own world forever.
Really? It's not some other guy?
No, it's the first director of Mad Max. He's been making these movies the whole time. He's been making them for decades.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause, even if it starts to get weird and bad like Star Wars, it was still the guy.
It was the guy, exactly.
He was in the news, George Lucas.
Oh,
for
yeah?
talking about how his interpretation of the sequel trilogy would have been very different.
Oh,
And
yeah?
They didn't use his ideas, even though he gave them to
Oh,
them.
he gave them some ideas and they
Yeah.
didn't use them. Well, I mean, isn't that like third movie considered like horrible, right? I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, like, what was it called? The Rise of Skywalker. That was like the third of the third, the third movie of the third Star Wars trilogy, and it was just like the first movie they were going with something. The second movie they like saw some people online guessing the plot or something,
And they changed it.
changed it, and that it was bad, but then the third movie was just like took the badness to a new level.
So it was written by like Internet Committee, which is like way worse than listening to George Lucas.
Yeah, it wasn't written but influenced by what some people were saying online.
Some people online were saying that is maybe the most foolish use of anyone's money ever. And that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, we were talking about $1 billion games. Like that was $1 billion trilogy, right? That had to cost $1 billion altogether.
It had to. And ultimately it's just another one for the pile of bad Star Wars movies, which has been consistently piling for years and years.
Yeah.
You know, ever since that first Star Wars movie.
Well, yeah, like if you look at Return of the Jedi, you start to see like, man, these movies are starting to tire on me. Like there's teddy bears in them now.
Yeah.
But then like you compare that to the prequels, and it's like, holy shit, this is just a commercial for Legos now.
Right.
And now you look at the new movies, the sequels, it's like, what the fuck is this? This is like worse than fan fiction.
Right. It just like, it takes seriously something that averages out to be so bad over the course of like decades.
Yeah. But you know, even if he was wrong and bad, I guess I still trust the guy in this case.
Yeah.
He's allowed to ruin it more.
Yeah, let the guy ruin it. He has the right.
Disney should stop ruining it, because I feel like the guy ruining it makes more sense to me.
So, all right, I think now they should get him to do a new one.
I think maybe we're all thinking that now.
Right? Get the guy. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. First you get the guy, then you get rid of the guy.
Now we get him back because we were bad without the guy.
Because we need the guy. Dun, 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 dun. Then you made a bad movie.
And it is all our fault. We got rid of the guy because he made the
he made wait, what is it that everyone hated? Was it Jar Jar or, oh my god, I can't believe I'm still talking about Star Wars. This sucks.
I love this conversation. Well, yeah, this is like I love tremendous failures, but not like the Titanic where people die, you know.
Right.
I guess I like this one because people almost died. Like Jar Jar almost killed himself over this movie, over the hate he got
the
for
guy
being
who
Jar
did
Jar.
Jar Jar's voice?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right. So is he hated for Jar Jar, or is he hated because he put new dinosaurs giving birth into his old movies? What is he hated for more?
I mean, it's a little of both. I guess I hate him more for fucking with the old movies.
Mm-hmm.
Making trashy prequels doesn't seem as bad in comparison to fucking with the original and trying to bring them up to the quality and the general like shitty aesthetic of the prequels.
Yeah, no. And I mean, Jar Jar, like, kids love Jar Jar.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just like angry adult nerds hate Jar Jar.
Yeah, but they were the ones who thought, we're the ones who waited for this. We're the ones who wanted this.
We're the ones who waited for this.
Yeah.
You just think you have a right to something because you're old?
Yeah, those kids waited longer to get bored.
Yeah.
So.
Every week of a kid's life is a fucking eternity. You think you've been waiting? The kid just heard about this movie a month ago.
Well, in my case, I didn't know anything about Star Wars. I didn't give a shit. And then when I saw this movie, I was scratching my head like, I guess I'll understand it when I grow up. And then I grew up and watched it again. And I was like, this still doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense, yeah.
Because it's made for like a weird amalgamation of these two different audiences. Like they're trying to get kids and adults, and they kind of lose them both.
And the crabbiest adults ever, who haven't been happy since they were 8. Like they saw Star Wars in 1979 or whatever the fuck, and they haven't been happy since.
Well, they must have been the same people who like backlash about the new Coke, because like that's as we've talked a bunch of times about this, like we don't have any power except as a consumer.
No.
Our version of protest is like, where's my burrito? Like it's some bullshit.
Right, we're mad about they changed food. That's what you're allowed to get mad about in this country.
It's like, where's the fucking Mulan sauce from 1998? Does a tap dance on the counter?
George is 80. Sure, he could still do it. He could still do it. George Miller's making Furiosa. Martin Scorsese's making Killers of the Flower Moon. Francis Ford Coppola's making Megalopolis. George Lucas, what kind of fucking shit would he be up to if somebody gave him a movie?
Just like completely abstract, like just completely like incoherent.
Yeah, I want it.
I want it.
Yeah.
He should come back. We
Bring
should
him back.
Bring his shit back. Like the weird shit, the visual shit in his bad prequels. That's good. He envisions things. That's his job. Writing, not his job.
Who cares?
Editing, not his job.
No.
Envisioning it is his job. And you could say that's not a real job. He's just an ideas guy. But like, who are you if you're making art and you don't even have an idea?
Yeah, just get an industrial light and magic or whatever to animate that shit. Well, get Lucasfilm to animate it, right?
Yeah,
He's got his own. Well, I don't know if they exist anymore.
Well, he sold that.
Yeah, he sold all that, so that's just been absorbed into Disney. I bet a bunch of those people, wherever they've scattered to, would come right back together and make this movie with him.
Yeah.
Bring back the guy. We want you to bring back the guy.
You fucked up bad without getting the guy. You told us lies. You blamed it all on the guy.
We want the freak. We want the weird guy back. Stop giving us some person with no face. Like, stop putting a person with nothing to them on the job.
Yeah, like, give us the weird guy.
I know the person. Oh, this is so cool. I know the person you hired is so grateful for the job. That's not a qualifier. That doesn't mean they're gonna make you a great movie. Give George Lucas another movie. Can you get on top of them?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
You're trying to get the star at, like, the top of the swamp world.
Oh my god, I'm going to die. No!
Oh, it's slidey?
Yeah, they're slidey. I don't know if I could jump from thwomp to thwomp. I could get this.
You're gonna fall off before... Oh.
Alright, let me add some platforms.
David Lynch says he's coming out with something to see and hear June 5th. That doesn't necessarily mean a movie. Yeah, right, exactly. It'll be some TikTok video. That's not a movie. I'd love if you made another movie. Bring back the guy.
Bring back the guy. People are mad.
We want you to bring back the guy.
We need more guys.
They're not making them anymore.
They were canceled.
They're canceled, or just like nobody grows up weird anymore. Nobody grows up weird anymore. Create weird private lives for people so they can be the guy again.
We got to get the guy.
Why'd you buy out the guy?
He's got to save our lives.
This world just needs more guys.
Bring back that guy. Bring back that guy. We don't care what he said or did. Just bring back the guy, and we'll stop unsubscribing from Amazon.
Just bring him back. Just bring him back. We want him.
We'll stop unsubscribing from Prime.
Just bring back the guy, and we'll stop unsubscribing from Prime. Perfect.
Yeah. Getting rid of the guy? That was a crime.
Mm-hmm. Well, we already had a decade of that. Bring back the guy. That's what we need.
We need more guy in our lives.
Yeah, the problem is that the guys are dying, as I said.
The problem with guys, although I feel like we're starting to see the problem with guys.
Yeah, right, exactly. We need a docu-series about that. The problem with guys is that we didn't replace them with new guys.
Yeah, well, I saw something going around. Maybe it was real, that like they got back some of the guys for the new Ren and Stimpy, and they all just kind of left the project because they were told they weren't right because they were guys.
They found it too frustrating to
like,
work on it,
saying that they're like out of touch.
Oh, I see. So they were a little too problematic?
Yeah, a little too guy, I guess.
Well, look. Can we really bring back Ren and Stimpy without the guy?
No, but you can't bring back Ren and Stimpy even with the guy.
No!
It was bad.
Right, it was bad even with him. You can't bring it back.
I mean, I guess you could bring it back, but like, why are we still tinkering with these things from the early 90s?
Because no cable TV network is ever gonna let anybody make anything like that new ever again. So we've got, our choices are Ren and Stimpy without even the secondary guys. And I don't know, are they still making SpongeBob?
Sure.
That guy's been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
And he wasn't involved anymore, right?
He came back, but not for long because he died.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs, my friends.
Yeah, I mean, you know, SpongeBob was supposed to end after the movie, and they just kept it going because it was a cash cow, and it probably would have been better if they'd just like given those people a different show to work on.
I mean, it seems like TV and film have kind of died the same death as syndicated comic strips, where like, you know, by the time the 90s rolled around, the newspaper was just full of like comic strips being either rerun or drawn by the son of the original guy.
Yeah.
And like no room for anything new.
Yeah.
Wow. Like the guy who was the little boy that said, "I want to eat Piscetti," draws Family Circus. I actually, now maybe his son draws it. I don't know.
I was watching a video about Kathy, and this is the darndest thing. Like, completely different world from ours. Like, she submitted a drawing, like a really crude drawing to a newspaper, and they're like, you drew that, you're hired.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, but I don't know how to draw. It's like, well, when you draw 365 days a year, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with Kathy Geiswhite. She was in a good, like her career was in a good place. She was in a good position in working, I think, at an advertising firm.
Yeah.
And she was struggling to be a professional and look and seem and be taken seriously by her peers. And as a result, she was stress eating and getting fat, and she wasn't happy about it. And she would draw herself as this pitiful version of herself. You ever see Kathy Geiswhite? She's like a beautiful woman. She would draw this pitiful mess of a version of herself, crying because the man won't call her back, and
Yeah, waiting near the phone and worrying.
yeah, and she'd send it to her mother to feel better.
Yeah.
And her mother at some point was like, okay, well, here's the number of Kingfisher Syndicate, and like, here's all these other syndicates, so why don't you send it to them? And wouldn't get off her case until she did it. And then, yeah, she sent the cartoons in, and it just so happened that at the time, I think United Features Syndicate was looking for a strip that sort of reflected the new, like, woman in a workplace world reality that was that people were becoming aware of. And all of their submissions of that nature were drawn by men. So they were salivating for a woman to draw something like that.
Yeah.
And when she submitted those shitty drawings, the person who saw it knew that his boss wanted to see it, and his boss happened to be in that day, and it landed on his desk before noon, and they got a contract out to her the same day it came in. That is the legend of Kathy. And then Kathy became a star. She was, she was like on talk shows and shit. She was, she was a pretty face to attach a comic strip to. And yeah, Kathy is such a joke to us now because it, it represents like an aesthetic and a wave of feminism that is long since passed. You can kind of make it this way. But what's the equivalent now? What's the equivalent today of Kathy Geiswhite?
There's a lot of comics on like Facebook that's like relatable humor.
Yeah, like Sarah Scribbles kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Other girls.
Yeah, exactly
Me.
the same thing. Yeah. Exactly the same thing. Other girl, me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that comic got Kathy a date.
I would be interested in knowing who Kathy Geiswhite married following the success of that strip.
I mean, yeah, I never really cared about Kathy, but if that led to her like getting married by like just like bearing her soul, showing how pathetic and hard like how heartbreaking her life is, and like that got her someone to notice who she really was.
Then yeah, that would be beautiful. I don't know that about her, but I know that she was still working her job when the strip was when the strip started running, and she was terribly embarrassed for anyone at work to see it. The day it premiered, she was hiding in her office.
Oh my god.
And, of course, everybody did see it.
Oh my god. That is kind of how it feels when you release something, right? You're terribly embarrassed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's called Kathy. It was a drawing of her.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta draw yourself as a shitty little gremlin version of yourself
Yeah.
and scream and be sad about boys.
Yeah, like I
Hello. Oh, is it lights out time? It's going pretty well, buddy.
this is the house I made. It's a big courtyard. Yeah, and then you can swim up this.
That's so funny, the way you can swim vertically. There are no consequences in this game because it's just like a level maker.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think he's gonna love this game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We'll play it. You know what? If you want, you can redeem your ticket tomorrow. All right, be right back.
It's here. Yeah, I don't know if Meredith's ever seen Earthbound.
Ah. Ah. That ought to show him. I'm solo parenting for a few days, so they're usually Mike is making sure Oscar doesn't come up here and check out the games after hours, but tonight that's my job. What are we doing here? Cool. this is Earthbound 2,
Yeah.
like the original or Mother 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't seen this, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I played this game when it was already like a few years old. Like, I got my own copy of it in 2002. And by then it was already like $70, $80.
Oh man.
Now a copy of Earthbound is like double that. It's like
Yeah,
200.
Yeah, it's in the 200s. It's a rare game. Yeah, I would love to have a copy of it, but I will not pay market price.
Yeah.
Matt says they first played Earthbound because they saw a giant box in the rental store and it had claymation art of the characters on it. Man, that is an aesthetic from the 90s that we need to get back to.
Yeah, that was cool. The promotional art for this game. There was a lot of it, like just like clay sculptures of things from the game.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Rockin'. Ooh.
Who? Yeah, I played this on my PC first, and I didn't have audio. I played this game without the music the first time.
Why do people always... Well, all right. I don't know if people always say this, but, like, what I remember hearing of Earthbound was that, like, these are great games despite the bad graphics. But, like, every time you load up one of these Earthbound games, I'm so impressed by the way it looks.
Bad graphics, huh? I mean, I think that's a great drawing.
I think this is all perfect.
Yeah.
It's exactly...
Some say it's perfect.
It's exactly as they wanted it to look,
Yeah.
right? It looks so intentional.
Yeah.
I love these the ambient sound effects here.
Yeah, this game has soundscapes.
Yeah. There's no continuity between these games, right? They're all-
I think there is actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's like with Zelda that if there is, it's kind of not too clear.
Right. So this would be the first Earthbound game that American audiences saw.
Yeah, the first and only one. Except eventually Earthbound Beginnings, the one we were playing, got ported to the Wii U.
Right. Oh, I see. Oh, you mean the one that got like leaked to the internet?
Yeah, like the Nintendo after like 25 years put it on the Wii U.
But isn't that gone now too? Didn't Nintendo remove the Wii U store?
It's
Or
true.
the Wii store?
Maybe there's still a way to play it. I don't know.
It's on Switch.
I don't think they got rid of the Wii U store yet.
Oh, no?
Well, they did get rid of the 3DS store.
Oh, okay. That
must have
must be what I'm
They must
thinking.
have gotten rid of the Wii U store or something.
All right, it's already kind of late, so we should We should think about heroes and villains.
Kathy, I guess.
Yeah, no, I do think Kathy Guys White is awesome. She had a real job, and she couldn't draw, and she only drew because she felt a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, she felt small, and and it helped her to draw, and it quite by accident, you know, by total circumstance, became her calling. And people can make fun of that all they want, but that originated from something real. Indeed.
Yeah, like I think George Lucas too. Like these guys kind of seem like idiots to us, but like we also needed them. Like I feel like this is kind of like what we were saying about grandma making video games. That we're getting a little tired of the perspectives of people who do it all the time.
Yeah.
This game, for instance, is made by a guy who does not make video games. He made one other video game. It's like a bass fishing game, but other than that, his job is not making. He's not a video game developer.
A person's second video game is the sweet stuff, right?
I guess so.
Right? You make one game and learn everything, and then you make a game with intention after that. First one, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Iwabun says that Earthbound Origins is on the Switch online, like the subscription thing.
Alrighty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's definitely my hero, Itoi.
Yeah, I feel like he's sort of an evergreen Thingus hero. Oh yes, the guy who created Katamari, yes. Although, he went on to design Playgrounds.
Really?
Yeah. Although I did hear that he was involved in a new game. I don't know what the status on that is, but I think it was called T, and it was about a teenager who was stuck in a T shape. T to a T. Is that done yet? I saw a trailer for it maybe a year ago. I do love that he stopped making video games. He had a game in him, and then he was good.
Yeah, I mean it's like what a game is changed so much, like from when games started to like even like to this point. It's like games are no longer just like, you know, tennis. It's like a game is somebody's form of expression.
Yeah, it just takes really long ass time and often a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, Matt thinks we're gonna hear more about it in June when all the game announcements come.
Okay.
The stuff that isn't E3 because E3 is dead. So like Nintendo Direct and what, like the Game Awards, right? The Game Awards.
The Game Awards, yeah, like you sit through like a whole show just to hear an announcement.
Yeah, exactly. It's like commercials.
Yes, commercials.
Yeah.
No. They want you to see the commercials first and the video second.
Yeah. Summer Game Fest, right? It's the same guy. Yeah, no, you're sitting there for the commercials. This is the biggest night in games. Oh, is this the first battle?
Yeah.
Now this song I've heard. This has like, doesn't it remind you of the Macarena a little bit?
Maybe a little.
Man, that shit's good. You heard the Macarena in a while?
It's been a while, I think.
It's been a while. Yeah, I played that shit at my bat mitzvah. No, I didn't care that all of my friends said there better not be any Macarena at this party. What are you gonna do, leave? You're already here having fun. Enjoy. We will be dancing the Macarena now. Hey, Macarena. Yeah, you hear that? What are you gonna be unhappy? No.
No, you stand the fuck up.
Stand the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, like, yeah, your ice cream will still be there when you come back to it.
Chihuahua does the Macarena, absolutely. What if Schmorky came back and made a game called Clurfbound?
No. All right.
Bring back Schmorky. Wait.
Bring back Schmorky.
No, it's probably for the best that we don't.
Bring back low tags.
Bring back low tax. Bring back low tax and Schmorky fighting it out in a wrestling ring for supreme former something awful personality of the year. Somewhere in hell. Oh, all right. Excuse me.
What do we want to do now?
Somewhere in hell, Lotex is living in a beautiful doom house. Now you're out of my basement and out of my mind. I don't know anything about Reset Era. That is not on my radar. Never was.
Yeah.
There's a video game forum, right?
Not no. What are we playing? We gotta finish. Well, we got a little time before we gotta finish this thing. Okay.
All right, we came up with a couple of heroes. Lotax's FF7 House in Hell. Yeah. A Doom House. What an odd looking figurine. It's weird. It's weird to have something. I mean, I guess this is just everybody, right? Like if you were on the internet, if you're on the internet for a certain number of years, there's just some old buried shit that someone farted out like 20 years ago that is just going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do that with my videos. People tell me that gets in them for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll never let go. It is, in order for their brain to get to point C, it must take point B, a detour through the shit you came up with.
Yeah.
There's no other way to get there. Yeah, no. Doomhouse is a classic. I mean, really, it does pain me. Oh my God, hell yeah. Good shit. It does pain me that Lotax and the whole memory of that corner of the internet is kind of getting painted over. They gentrified the internet. And soon nobody's gonna, I mean, already nobody remembers anything about any of that. Except the 5,000 weirdos who paid $10 and wasted their entire lives on that forum.
I spend every day of my life on essay.
Jazzy, get some rest.
That's one of those things that I'll just never stop thinking about as long as I live.
No, just like this game.
I wish I banned.
Right, that was schmorky.
Yeah.
Very complex,
Oh.
complex Thingus heroes.
Yeah.
Schmorky and low tax.
Yeah, problematic even. These are the guys that we all got rid of.
Yeah.
Some of them killed themselves.
Yeah, some of them have really, really been gotten rid of.
Yeah.
You registered your SA account on your 21st birthday, so that's what you did for fun, huh? You were like, wow, I'm 21, I can do anything. And instead of spending that $10 on a cold one, I mean, you spent it on a cold day in hell. I love that 3D. Is there like a little mode 7 there?
Where?
When the base, when the camera moves over the base.
I'm not sure.
This is all cool looking, like this rotoscoped.
Yeah.
Exciting. The music makes it seem more exciting than baseball is. Baseball's a quiet sport, right? There should be no music.
No, there's organ music in baseball.
Well, yeah, but it should be quiet in between the organ playing.
I guess so. It's like there's concentration, right?
It was 2020. You got a something awful account in 2020.
Huh.
What do you like about that forum?
Maybe to get away from Twitter.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know what it's like to. I don't know what it's like to post there. Now maybe it's great. No, without all the pressure without all the pressure of like the audience at its peak. You know, when Lotax was reading and you hoped he saw it. Maybe it's great there. Maybe GBS is cool now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that forum would, from time to time, have great posts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, entire threads would be great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's some 3D effect.
Cool. And these fake ass teams.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Fall. Fall.
Well, yeah, it's so compressed.
GBS is still not cool. Okay. Because, all right. What I remember about GBS, general bullshit, is that that's where you go when, like, your first girlfriend dumped you, right? like you dated for the first time and she dumped you. And then you just complain about it and people are like, well, what do you want from us? Or they're all babies who just registered today too, and they give you a little sympathy.
Yeah, their icon is a baby.
The 9/11, yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's still a baby when you're a newbie on SA. Maybe it is. The 9/11 thread is legit the most important forum thread I've ever read. I don't know what you're talking about. I registered in 2004. I registered in 2004. I was 20 years old. And I'd been checking it out before that.
Yeah.
But that's when I got together the Scratch. I love the way he runs away there. Like the way they kind of like slow jog away from the plate. Yeah, the early 20s urge to find out what the fuck is on there. Oh, right. You know what? I do remember the thread you're talking about. The 9/11 live reaction. Okay, well, all right. That does sound interesting, but like, also, like, what about when you were like living in the world and having a live reaction to it?
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's a good little bit of history for sure.
Yeah, like it's better to just like look that up than to ask someone, "Hey, recall 9/11."
Yes,
like,
yes, absolutely. Right. Everyone's 9/11 is like a mythology now, right?
Well, it's also like it's been years, so like just looking at a real like firsthand source of it is different from what people remember.
Seeing the first plane hit the tower and running as fast as I can to my compact to post on GBS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Matt, I remember that too. I think I've talked about that on here. Something awful when there was like, there used to be like a pretty healthy contingent of cartoonists posting there. It was like fun to post there, and one by one they left. And for years the people who remained, like the people who posted there were like, you guys scared them all away. and like some of them would break off into other places and try to find the people who left and be like, hey, I'm sorry you got freaked out, come back, we're really nice now. Tune Zone. Okay, that's ringing a very strong bell. I'd like to go back to IRC. I'd like to go back to IRC. Can we make that happen? You know what that's short for? I retake classes.
Yeah.
You can waste a lot of life on IRC, and boy did I. Boy did I.
Well, that's why Discord is a thing. It's like trying to do that again.
Yeah.
Like, you could do images and shit now.
Yeah. Discord is always trying to get you to look at something, though. IRC does nothing of the sort.
Yeah, IRC has no UI.
Yep. No UI. You just get on there and live your life the way you want to. Mediated through a computer screen and a bunch of people who you may or may not ever speak to in real life. Probably never speak to in real life.
Was that where you met Matt?
No.
Okay.
No. I will not get specific about the corners of the internet where we met, but it predates that. But I did spend quite a bit of time on IRC around the years 2000 and 2001 and 2002 and 2003 and 2004, 2005. I probably didn't spend much time on IRC after that.
Yes. Laserdisc.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah, this is only impressive if it's pixel art.
Oh yeah.
Because you know how limited it is.
Oh yeah, they're doing the best they can here to make this home run a celebration for you. Awesome. Well done, Joe. Bowl.
This is like the only baseball game I remember. Oh wait, no, there was another one we had for PlayStation. I feel like after that, it's just like I completely lost track of baseball games.
Oh yeah, no, this was it for me. I did play this a decent amount. Whoa.
No!
Yeah, you'd get real specific on IRC. There was a lot of live chatting about TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When, you know, leaving a TV on was a thing. A lot of people who just sit in there all the time. Like, I guess, like Discord, like, there's all different statuses. I guess that IRC had that too.
Statuses, like...
Yeah, like people don't leave, they just stay forever. Right? They're just always in there.
Yeah.
It's true that you're live watching Thingus right now. And you're chatting about it.
Yes.
All right, how about we get an IRC channel going and encourage everybody to talk in there? We disable the Twitch chat, and you'll have to talk in IRC. What will our server be? I wonder if Nightstar is still around.
Yeah, Nightstar.
That was the IRC server all the cartoonists were on. Let's see.
Right.
I'm just gonna look it up right now. You know, I did hear that ICQ is going to stop working at the end of the month.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nightstar's website is still going. Come visit us at Nightstar. All right, we need to do this, everybody.
Yeah.
irc.nightstar.net. Chat now.
Yeah, and bring back Okaki paid BBS.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Yeah.
I installed one for a friend a few years
Really?
ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
No!
Yeah, Oikaki. I really cut my teeth on digital art drawing Tenchi Muyo fan art on Oikaki boards.
Uh-huh.
Thingus Oikaki. I like your thinking. Yeah, no, I'm sure Oikaki still exists on 4chan.
I feel like I've seen Okaki that still exist, but none of them were active.
Yeah.
Yes!
Nice. Yeah, no, they're not very active, but we can make it happen. Yeah, /th. Yeah, that'll be our URL. Let's see if anyone is actually maintaining an Oikaki open source chicken paint, an HTML5 port of Chibi Paint. I do believe it's still supported. Cool. All right, guys. Keep an eye out for that one. Pretty sure we're going to have that next week.
I'm gonna be using that.
Oikaki coming back on Thingus. We're bringing it all back. Let's bring back, you know what I was thinking about the other day? Do you remember Yerf?
Yerf.
All right. As you piece together this appreciation of furries, surely you must learn about Yerf.
Okay.
Yerf was an art board. It was, you know, it was like DeviantArt without all the fucking features. You know what I mean? It was just, if you can imagine, just a table layout with a thumbnail of the drawing and a description and the author name and the date. And you click on the thumbnail and it takes you to the image and nothing else.
Yeah.
YERF was a database that could be updated by its users,
Nice.
but it was invite only. So you had to be a furry artist who was a little bit good. And it was all furry art that wasn't porn. It was originally called like the Squeaky Clean Furry Art Archive or something like that.
Yeah.
It did have comments. I believe it had comments, yeah. And it was basically where all of the good furry artists put their clean artwork. And it was quite, like, I think it was quite central. Not porn. Yeah, no, that was specifically it. So you could discover cool artists at work on your parents' computer. And I really, really wanted to be on YERF. I really, really wanted them to accept me. And I applied twice. And both times they told me my art sucks and I wasn't allowed to be on there. And at some point I told Albert Temple that, the artist of Gene Catlow. And he said, "They didn't accept you? Those turkeys!" Oh, Albert. Have we talked about Albert on here?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Did we?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Albert, who did Gene Catlow.
Gene Catlow.
Yeah. I remember
Okay.
seeing that ages ago in the early internet.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. I won't get too deep into it. I feel like this is still a sort of a painful issue for furries. For furries who knew him. So I don't want to get too into it in case it makes anybody sad, but basically during the webcomic, the Keen Space webcomic years, there's this webcomic called Gene Catlow. That one was actually on Keen Spot. It's pretty popular, and it was a pretty cute like MS Paint art looking furry comic about a cat named Gene. And he wore like, he had like a regular ass job. It was a really like, sweet, kind of bland comic strip about Gene Catlow and his wife and all his friends.
Yeah.
And Albert Temple drew it, and his wife, the character who was drawn as his wife in that comic, was also a furry who drew her own comic and included Gene Catlow in her stories too. They were also friends with I guess I'm just getting into all of this. They were also friends with Richard Cat Ellis, who drew a porn comic called Kitten K Boodle,
Right.
which was an adorable pair of foxes who had very explicit sex. And that was all the comic was. And it ranged to sweetly pornographic to downright fucking strange. One of those webcomics that went off the rails over the years, as many of them do.
Yep.
And Cat Ellis also had a wife who also drew comics. She was a mouse. She's a mousy. Also drew comics. They all drew comics. They're all friends. Anyway, Albert died a few years ago, and it was only after he died that it was discovered by the fact that none of those people would post anymore, that he was all of them, and that he was drawing individual webcomics under the author name of each of these, and participating in the community as each of these characters for many years. And you know, like I said, I think this is sort of painful for people who knew him and knew his many personalities. And in hindsight, the art style was not really distinct enough for anyone to to reasonably believe that these weren't all the same guy. But he was such a sweet guy, and they were all so sweet that you did want to believe it. You did want to believe that they weren't playing a trick on you. There was no reason that any of this could have been seen maliciously, so why would you ever suspect?
Yeah.
He was just sweet. Every interaction with him was sweet. I interacted with all of them. They were all nice.
Yeah.
And he was all of them. And that's that. Like,
And we never knew until he died. And
No.
all of them disappeared.
yeah. Sort of a science fiction-y undertone to it all.
Yeah.
He was
Well-
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the early internet had a lot of,
The
you
last
know,
metro
surprises.
is in captivity.
And I guess it continued to surprise us
galaxy
years later.
Is at
Well,
We just found this out.
I mean, a lot of this was going on in what would be classified as early internet days, like the
Yeah.
late 90s. You know, early enough, you know, when a lot of the people who spent the most time on the internet were engineers who knew a lot about computers.
Yeah.
But there's just something about this guy. Yeah, he's truly the guy, right? There's something about this guy. I was online friends with him, and what he pulled off is just so cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's just like, it's very impressive. He was just really nice under a bunch of imaginary identities, you know, like he was really nice under you know, playing the role of many different people. And when he died, it did feel like all of them died.
Yeah. Is this just like the lengths that he went to avoid admitting that he was making a porn comic?
Maybe. I don't really see why he would go to such trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to a lot of trouble. He apparently would post from different computers for each character, which
Yeah.
actually seems right. If you're trying not to give it away,
Yeah.
you don't log out and log in again, right? That's too risky. He posted on different computers to keep up the ruse. The ruse.
Yeah.
And he took it to the grave, you know, which really impresses me. But also, who was ever going to call him out on it? He was the only one who wanted it to be a secret. Thingus hero. Albert Temple. I don't quite know why. I liked him, and he played a really weird prank on everybody.
Well, I mean, you can't take that back. People are gonna be like, "Where'd they go?" And it's like you're gonna either admit that they weren't real or have people calling the police for like murdering these people or like being really shady about it when questioned.
Right. Where'd they go?
Where'd they go? It's like they were just pretend. It's like, well, I guess that makes sense why you wouldn't have told us. That's a big one, that they didn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of the time somebody disappears from the internet, and then, you know, people's thought process is like, did they die? Like,
Yeah.
right? Because a lot of the time they're anonymous. You have no way of knowing what happened to them. And, you know, I think the truth is that a lot of people just stop doing stuff on the internet, and they get a real life kind of life.
They get a real life kind of life.
Yeah. And that's the optimistic possibility. The less optimistic possibility is that they died.
Yeah.
And the even less optimistic possibility is that they were a fake account of somebody who died before they could put the account to rest.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a flip of the coin.
Yeah.
Life or death.
Yeah.
Did they go on to have a happy non-internet life, or did they die in real life?
Yeah. Well, either way, it's, you know, we can't really feel that betrayed by it. I mean, you know, when somebody dies, you don't get a goodbye necessarily.
Yeah.
Why, when somebody fake dies, do you feel more owed a goodbye?
Well, I mean, could they even die if they weren't real? I guess they were him, so yeah.
Yeah, they were him, and I think that's what feels so unfinished to me, you know? It's like, it's not fair. I understand when someone dies and there's no goodbye, but did all your fake identities have to die with no goodbye too?
Yeah, he took all of them with him.
Yeah.
It did kind of feel like multiple people dying, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it set in slowly, you know?
Yeah.
Because at first I think the reaction was, well, they must all be so upset about it that they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
And then the weeks turned to months. And people started to come to grips with the truth of it.
Yeah.
That hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He got away with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he won.
He won. Yeah, no, he really, you're right, Matt, that he should have had a legacy plan in mind. He should have had somebody who he would give it to. Maybe he did, and then that person was like, what did he want me to do with all of this? And like checked it out. No, this is not happening. Yeah, keep it going. Keep the lie going. Keep the beautiful lie going. Maybe that's what it is, you know? You don't want the lie to die.
Yeah. Well, you know, any art or comic is a lie. It's like all the things I want you to see, not the things that really happened.
Yeah.
It's like, this man is a cat. Deal with it.
Oh, man. Isn't that the fucking truth?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something truly great about an animal wearing clothing. I think that's like one of the funniest things in the world.
Is
Oh my
that
God, it sounded like Porky Pig just now. Animal wearing one article of clothing.
Yeah, I mean, adorable, right?
Yeah.
When an animal wears a single scrap of clothing.
Or just like an animal, like an animal wearing a suit and looking serious. Like, I don't know, isn't that great?
Oh yeah.
Like an owl or a cat.
Yeah. An animal goes to work. An animal lost his Palm Pilot and freaks out for a minute because he can't find his Palm Pilot. And then he goes, oh, phew, here it is.
I feel like when the internet was new, didn't it feel like it was like a lot of furries, like people who were kind of into things like that were into things like the internet.
They were into potential utopias. They were early adopters of techno utopianism. It was possible somewhere to live in the world that you wanted to live in.
Yeah, it's a way to rob from the rich, like in Robin Hood.
That's right. You can be a cute little foxy.
Be a little pirate. A little pirate that combined with his bird to become a bird pirate.
That's right. Wait. Wait, are we talking about Star Fox now?
I was just talking about like, that's like what you do when like, you want to like simplify an idea. You just like, instead of making like a person who looks like a dog, you just make them a dog. Or like, instead of making a person and their dog, you just make them the same character.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Like, you know, you can do that thing where a person looks just like the dog they're walking.
yes.
You can
Always
make this
funny.
almost the same joke if you have a caricature of a person that looks like that dog.
Right. He just looks like a dog. Yeah. If he's
Like,
a
you ever
born-
see Rango?
No, I haven't seen Rango. He's a lizard, right? He's a chameleon.
Yeah. Yeah, every character in that looks amazing.
Okay, so good anthropomorphic concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like caricatures of people that are done with animals, basically.
Yeah. Well, Robin Hood did it real well.
Yeah. Speaking of Robin Hood, this is still here. I like took this out last week and just put it up there. It's Robin Hood.
Oh my god,
the game.
that game. All right, maybe next week we'll do a little Coleco.
We should, yeah.
Next week, a little Coleco. All right, we got 10 minutes left. Who's our villain of the week? We've highlighted a lot of friends of the show.
Yeah. Who's our
Who
villain?
do we hate? Who's bad?
Well, has there been anything in the news lately?
Same old fucking villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just like anticipating it with the Mario thing. Oh yeah, let me switch back to that in the
Oh
last
right,
10
that they're
minutes.
gonna take off. Right.
We're gonna say goodbye to our level because we can't save.
Oh yeah. Let's say goodbye to our level. I feel like Oscar is just lying in bed thinking about that game right now.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Like this was, oh my god, to be a child and to see a game for the first time, to see like a concept for the first time in a game and just
Yeah.
want nothing else, just want that. Mean people on Something Awful, no, they're not villains. Mean people on Something Awful have less power than anybody in the world. Except perhaps the stupid newbies they're being mean to.
Yeah, no, I don't think Lurk More is really villainous.
No.
I think those people are onto something. that is a wise thing to say online. Lurk More. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
people today hear that they start like, you know, clutching their pearls. Like I could say whatever I want. First Amendment. Mm-hmm. It's like
Yeah.
nobody wanted to listen to you. Lurk More.
Read the rules before you post.
Yeah.
Read the rules.
Yeah, read the Fairly Odd Parents rules. Let's put more rules in cartoons so we can like mistake them for real life.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I develop games on Adventure Game Studio, and if you don't read the manual before you ask a question, they send you a link to the manual.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We can't get anything done otherwise, guys. You want the developer to sit there answering questions if you didn't read the manual all day long? Read the manual.
No.
Yeah, let's get back to lurking more. I like lurking.
Yeah.
I've been a dedicated lurker for some time now. This is one of the few places I post. And this just disappears into the ether. Other than being archived on YouTube. Forever. Maybe I should watch what I say on here.
Yeah. Archived by me.
Yes. It's gonna be archived on archive.org.
Yes.
For its
Just like this
historical-
game
That's right.
for now.
Yeah, this is awesome.
But Nintendo, who's not doing anything right now.
Right this minute, but-
They're lurking.
Yeah, no, they're lurking. They're seeing what they can get away with here. This is awesome. This is going to be taken down any second now. So before we go, let's all grab a copy of Mario Builder 64. You can run, obviously we are running it on the original hardware, but you can run it on an emulator. And you'll probably have less trouble with it than we've been having because you'll be able to save easily.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading the station-to-station manual. Yes, I would like to have the time to do something like that. That would be so much fun to write a manual. A real game manual, you know?
Yeah.
With little drawings. Like, did you know that Mara can pick this up? And there's just like a drawing of, you know, just some shitty little stock drawing that you're going to see for the next 40 years. That would be lovely. Oh, if only there was time to make every last little thing to showcase my love of old video games. Effort costs time. Effort multiplied by time, plus cost of living, plus how long it takes for my son to get to college. I just can't do every wacky little thing that pops into my head anymore.
Yeah.
There was a box for the original Perfect Tides. Do I have one? Do I have one sitting around here? No, I don't. I think I gave them all to the Kickstarter backers. But yes, there was a box. And I will be making a box for the next game. So, and there was a little book in that one too. All right. I'm going to make a manual. I will. It might happen after the game is made though. So it won't help anybody with anything, obviously not. The game instructs you how to play it, but the manual will be strictly unhelpful. All right. Do we have any final thoughts before we go and watch Nintendo cancel this beautiful mod?
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Let people make whatever they want. People make derivative things.
Yeah, I think so.
Eternal Villain. The companies that are hoarding Dragon's Gold with this shit.
Yeah.
Not letting us make derivative things.
Yeah, like these games that have reached millions and millions of people, so that miraculously one of them made a tool like that and gave it to everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like
that's a gift.
That's a thing to be celebrated.
They're never
All
gonna
of these mods.
never gonna make a cent off of that. Wow, this is serious.
Yeah, I remember this.
This is Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm yawning.
Yeah, this said it needed that like memory expansion thing. So like look at all the lighting effects.
Yeah.
Well, this was on Dreamcast, so I guess with the little memory boost, it's almost as good as a Dreamcast.
Yeah, it's looking a little Dreamcast like. I love the idea of that guy just being like rah, 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 while his like word text, his dialogue text appears. Do you have another controller that reaches?
Oh yeah, here.
I'll be the guy. All right, just gonna play a couple minutes here. And we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Mom's tired. Mom's tired from 3 days of solo parenting. I know the singlest parent in the chat is about to yell at me. Mom's tired, okay? Let me be tired with my one child.
Yeah, singlest parent award winner in the chat, giving you shit.
Giving me shit while they're making their video game.
They're so single that they've always been single.
Yes, they've always been single. Their children were born of ether, and they're working on their video game right now while their 6 children bang on their office door. I know, okay? I know. Repair?
I don't know what we're doing. I think you have to do something.
Repair? I didn't even start playing yet. Something's
Done.
broken. Done.
Okay, waiting. All right. Why is there 2 of that guy?
No!
Oh wait, that's an NPC. I thought he was a wizard. He looks like a wizard more than you do.
What's going world? Why are there 3 different types of hints?
I don't know. Where's the guys to kill? Give me a guy.
Yeah, no, we're in Gauntlet. Let's get some guys in here.
We need guys.
Can we jump? No. Level select? Oh man. There's one person in the chat who's really excited that we're playing Gauntlet. And in the final minutes of this stream.
We had this for Dreamcast, but we only play it once.
Yeah, no, we did not play this. This was a bargain bin game.
How could the audio clips still sound as bad as they did on the NES?
Yeah. Oh. Like they don't sound as perverted, I can tell you that. Where are they spawning from?
We're spawning from the guy house.
No! Can we destroy the guy house if we fire at it? Yes.
Yeah.
Make it littler.
No, it's getting smaller.
It's getting smaller.
All right, it's dead.
Now it's a miniature house.
Little guys should come out of it.
That took too long. No!
Look out! They're gonna drop a big ball or something.
They are?
Well, I don't know. Thought that's what that warning was about.
What did it say? Did it say that the wizard died?
It's probably just telling you how keys work. We have them in every game and real life. We know how they work.
Is this the game where they say wizard is about to die? Wizard needs food badly? Oh my god, I can see that the fruit gives health. You don't have to say that.
Fire is hot.
Stop! Stop telling me. No!
Yeah, I'm not reading.
I'm not reading. This is not a time for reading. This is a time for Gauntlet.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh man, they just threw like a giant barrel of dynamite at me. Ah.
I had a Gauntlet poster on my bedroom wall.
Was it
for,
from
like,
this
years.
game?
It was from the original Gauntlet. It was
Cool.
like yeah, it was in like an old Nintendo Power.
That's cool. That would cost like $45 now.
Yeah.
I do like that there's very few controls in this game.
Yeah.
You know, I like one button and some directionals and that's it.
Yeah, well, luckily it's not that different from the original Gauntlet.
No, you're still just like hitting hordes and destroying the little guy house that they came from.
The guy house.
Avoid hot objects. Hot. Oh, my baby. Touch. Don't touch. Don't touch the stove. I'm in the thick of it here.
Yeah, like they have to interrupt the game for both players.
For both players. Why don't you just show me that? Can you just show me that? I'm looking at the screen.
Meat gives health.
Who dares talk to me while I'm playing Gauntlet Legends?
Another notification.
How dare you?
Siri, turn off notification at once. How dare you talk to me? You are but a robot. I am human. I am man. I am Guy.
I am ordained by God.
Yeah, that's the problem with this one. The music isn't awesome.
No,
Not
this
sure
music
about
isn't
this
awesome.
music.
This music is very ambient. I can't even like discern a melody.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this song. There's too many.
Yeah, no, this music needs to rock and it doesn't.
Dun, dun,
No, what am I gonna use right now? I'm not using anything.
Why you have to learn something while there's 80 guys trying to kill me?
God. Just trying to survive.
We can play about this non-stop.
Oh, yeah.
Unlock chest with keys.
God.
Sustenance.
I guess that sounds a little horny.
Yeah.
Sustenance.
Yeah, I think they knew what they were making.
Yeah. Oh. I'll never get enough of that.
Oh. A bit of gauntlet, you say.
It's like a little meat. All right. I'm happy to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making me just want to play that now.
I know.
I don't want to like do all the controllers again.
No. I mean, we're okay. We're gonna turn the show off.
Yeah. But not until I die.
All right. Be sure to die.
Can you not come back?
I think that's that. That's it for me. I admittedly didn't try very hard to come back, but look at like the fucking space all those unplayable players takes up.
Yeah.
They're like, we didn't think of anything to put there.
Well, I bet this game would not even run at all if we had all those pixels as part of the game.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is pretty impressive, like, just how much shit is on the screen at once.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm imagining this being kind of a clusterfuck with 4 people, but, like, this, I guess the N64 can handle it.
Yeah. Well, you know, you could take those UI off of, maybe the UI gives the console a break.
Yeah, I think so.
That might be it. They were like, this is a limitation, but since it's totally acceptable now for games to just like interrupt you constantly with tutorials, we'll just pretend that's all it is.
God, why would they do that? Why do so many games do that?
Oh man. I think it all comes down to game developers being insecure, and they watch people play their games and struggle through their games, and they struggle for like a few seconds, and the game developer finds that unbearable.
Yeah.
They can't stand for somebody to struggle. And like, the fact is, no matter what you do, somebody is going to struggle to understand your game.
Yeah.
And you can't make a game that is perfectly decipherable to every last person who encounters it. It's not possible. You're gonna make somebody frustrated.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. If they really love your game, they're gonna get through it.
Yeah.
That's part of the satisfaction of finally getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be hard to figure out what to do or how.
No, but if you go in and the game offers you a little frustration from the get-go, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, not everything can go exactly according to plan. Like, it's a game, it's not a movie. People aren't all gonna see the same thing.
No. So controlling, like, creating this uniformity of, like, everybody understanding everything the exact same way, that's not even achievable.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's going to see everything the same way either. You know, you can also stop controlling the way we perceive things in movies, where everything is like overly explained and like, like has to make sense.
Yeah.
Can't stand that shit.
Yeah, well, everything has to pass muster with a mass audience. I mean, you know, this is the same old grievance that they're trying to make something for that can please absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that.
No.
There's
Make people mad. Let
Yeah.
some shitty comments in. Stop shielding yourself from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Own the things that are alienating about your work, because those are also the things that are unique.
Yeah, say things that are wrong. It's okay.
It's okay.
Big.
Game devs need to get comfy with the normies getting filtered. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I want the normies. I want the normies. I want people who... Oh, big. Nice. All right. They are definitely... They definitely get that this is a series for freaks, right? Right?
Yeah, I mean, every character modes.
Yes. And chuckles.
Becomes big.
Yeah. Pretty freaky stuff. Yeah, I mean... I want normies to find my game. I want to reach a lot of people who've never really played anything like it before. That would be awesome to me. I'm not looking for a niche audience only. I don't know how to achieve this, but I do want normies who are like, wow, what's this? To be interested.
Yeah.
I wish there were more ways to do that. I wish Steam, for instance, I wish their algorithm promoted games that were not already selling well.
Yeah.
We simply must go soon. But I was reading somebody was posting about, like, you know, the patterns of Steam and their algorithm and how it works, and how, you know, it's not like a meritocracy, but they sort of believe that it is. And somebody replied saying, when I'm looking for new games, I check this list of Steam's hidden gems, and it's a list that the algorithm has compiled of games that get great reviews but have less than a certain number of reviews. 250 of them, right? The top 250 hidden gems. And when a game sells well and gets a lot of reviews, it's removed from the list. I checked out that list and I'm on it.
Wow.
But it's never gotten me anything. Like,
yeah.
That was the first time I'd heard about it. So they're not really pushing that on people, you know?
Yeah.
Ideally, that list would be swapping out titles all the time, right? Well, this one got pushed, this one got pushed, and that would happen constantly.
Yeah.
It never happens. My game's been sitting there like a rock for years. You search Steam games by using fuck off huge lists of different tags. Oh, and you found perfect tags that way. Yeah, but see, you must admit that what you're doing is pretty fringe. You're you know, it's like when we talk about, like, filtering out all the bad experiences of the internet just to make the internet tolerable. Most people don't do that. They're just sitting on Steam, getting pushed the same shit, thinking those are the only games that are out and that exist.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. They gotcha.
And that's the end.
You have failed! I would love, Matt, if you did that too. Make games with less than 50, make recommendations for games with less than 50 reviews, and to have a sizable audience for that. I mean, yeah, I think the problem is that there aren't that many people who specifically want that, who recognize the problem that games get buried in Steam and that there are games that are out there that are quality that they would like. I don't think most people have made it that far. They think if they see a game, it must be good. They don't think there are so many more games that are good that I'm not seeing. The experience of Steam obscures all of that. They don't even know what they're missing.
Yeah, like today or yesterday I was playing Mario Super Picross, and like I was like, oh hell yeah, this is the game that was my game back in the day, like 10 years ago or no more now. And like I would just play this game in my spare time when I needed a break, and it's like, oh yeah, I have that now. But it's like, it's so hard for me to find a new game like that. Like, there's got to be a better way to like match yourself with games that isn't just like whatever's popular, whatever's blowing up.
They're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. I don't think it would be much fun to play it on the stream because it's a lot of reading. But this game developer, the Catamites, has been working on this series of games called the Anthology of the Killer. And they're a bunch of games where you're this little person, a very meek person, working your way through all of these horrifying environments. Really, really funny stuff. Horror comedy type stuff. A lot of exploration and just clicking on shit to see what happens. They just came out as an anthology today, or yesterday. They came out yesterday, and I highly recommend that one if anybody wants some fun shit. You can play through them pretty fast. They're not long, and there's quite a few of them. So go have fun. Oh, hello. You want to be on camera? Be on camera.
Heidi.
There's my beauty. There's my girl. Whoa. Beetle Adventure Racing? Okay, we need to actually dedicate an episode to this.
Yeah.
Adventure Racing.
I haven't seen this in forever.
One player.
I would like to play this with you.
Yeah, do you want to just like stop right there then?
Yeah, we can't let this go too long. I've been realizing it's good for Thingus for us to keep it tight. Let's keep it tight, but we'll play this one first up next week.
It's good for Thingus, we announce from our gigantic Mad Max cave skyscraper in a loud booming voice that echoes for miles as you people down there consume milk crumbs.
Dried milk crumbs that have been scorched by the sun.
But we have no food. We have no water. It's good for Thingus!
And what's good for Thingus is good for me. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. We'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for stopping